Up with KREM begins now.
Right now, live on Up with KREM, multiple agencies are on the Spokane River responding to a report of a truck in the water. Our crews are there with the latest. Plus, a shocking animal rescue story out of Kellogg, Idaho.
We have 85 dogs in a house, and nobody here's barking.
We spoke with one of the women involved in saving these abandoned dogs after the owner was evicted.
And we're going to take you outside in this sunny, beautiful start to the day. Temperatures on the rise as sunshine returns to the skies.
Good morning, you're Up with KREM. Breaking news, a dive team located an empty truck in the Spokane River. It's good to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Dana Marie McNichol. Like you said, we're going to get straight to breaking news this morning. East Upriver Drive is now open after police received a call saying there were headlights in the river. Right now, agencies are on scene at Upriver Drive and East Frederick Avenue. They were called out just after 3 o'clock this morning. So our Nicole Hernandez is there now with the latest. Nicole, what can you tell us?
Yeah, good morning, guys. So right now the tow truck is here ready to get that truck out of the water now. We have 3 divers on standby here on the shore. So go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. You can see just right now that sheriff's boat pulling out. They were on the water just about 2 minutes ago. It looked like they were dropping equipment down into the water right near the car so that the divers would be ready. The sheriff's office and the police department said that the way this works is they have to send a team of 3 divers for safety, and then one of the divers will go down, gather the equipment that they dropped, and will attach that equipment to the truck that's down there, which is then attached to the tow truck here at the top of the road here. So that, of course, all of that will happen in order for them to pull this truck out of the water. Just a little bit of background again, like you guys mentioned, this happened early this morning. A witness drove by, said that they saw headlights in the river and then watched those headlights sink. That orange marker there in the water is where that car is sitting now. Police say that they don't know exactly what led to this car being here, but they know for sure it was not a crash. Nobody was hurt. There's nobody in the truck or around the truck at this point. They say somebody definitely put that car there on purpose, but they're not sure why. They suspect that it could be a stolen car, but they won't know that information for sure until they're able to get the car out of the water. Of course, that will be happening soon. For now, the road is still open, but we'll make sure to keep you updated if that changes as this process continues. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Nicole, thanks so much for that update. And of course, we will keep you updated here on Up with KREM, KREM.com, and inside the KREM 2 app.
Absolutely. Well, 7:32 now. It's a beautiful morning, really. So much different than what we had yesterday with thunderstorms. Jeremy, I'm excited about this week's forecast. We have 80s and then even 90s next week,
it's
right?
gonna be hot.
Yeah, Tim said thank you earlier, and I told him you're welcome. But truth be told, I don't actually control the weather.
Really?
It's true. It's true. I don't have any control over it. I just let you know what's going to happen. And I like to tell you the why so you know exactly what's going on. Right now, it's those temps on the rise. We are officially up to 50 here in town. I just zoomed in and kind of took a look around. And if we head over to Feltz Field, it looks like those temperatures are already up into the mid to low 50s. So depending on where you are in Spokane, those temperatures are on the rise. Across state lines, 52 in Coeur d'Alene, 54 in Sandpoint, and mid-50s in both Wenatchee and Moses Lake. It is a beautiful start to the day, and temperatures are going to continue to rise thanks to a few clouds in the skies. I keep trying to rhyme rise and skies. It's terrible. But anyway, we get a couple of clouds later on today. For the most part, it's all about the sunshine as temperatures climb. Later on this afternoon, we will be up in the 70s here in Spokane. And we get there pretty quick, hour by hour. So as by 9, we're up near 60. By noon, we're up near 70. By this afternoon, we're in the 70s and staying there until about 8 p.m. tonight. And that comes with plenty of sunshine. You like warm weather, though. Dana Marie and Tim both talked about it. Later this week, we're back in the 80s.
Well, one of the biggest animal rescue cases, Kootenai Humane Society has ever seen is leaving them wondering how to care for dozens of dogs.
No, well, 85 dogs were found abandoned inside an evicted renter's home in Kellogg this week. We do want to warn you, though, that this case can be graphic, and we have a couple of details that you might not want to hear.
Yeah, so the dogs were rescued by Shoshone Pet Rescue after a friend of a tenant told the organization that there were animals in trouble.
But there's 64 dogs. And my heart just dropped, and I said, 64 dogs? She said, yes. And she said, we didn't realize that there was dogs upstairs and downstairs hiding in the wallboards.
Kootenai Humane Society was called in to help, but it wasn't 64. There were 85 dogs, including 9 puppies and 5 mothers, ready to have their babies. 1 was found dead, 1 needed to be euthanized, and 8 sent to an animal hospital. We're told 66 are now safe.
We've saved 66 animals, and what can make you more happier than that?
Well, it took 2 hours, but the team rescued as many dogs as they could and found foster homes for the puppies and the mothers. Currently, the woman is not in custody or charged formally. She is believed to have fled the Seattle area last week. Officers are building a case against her with charges including abandonment, neglect, and animal cruelty.
The shelter is now having 5 dogs in a cage that typically holds 1. You can see there it is very crowded. So if you want to help, you can text the word shelter to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link to the website where they're accepting donations. Yeah, and hopefully getting them a forever home. It's just they don't belong there. They need to find a loving home.
Absolutely not.
All right, Washington State signed off on joints for jabs just last week.
Cannabis shops can now give free joints to people who get their COVID shots. Starting tomorrow, people will be able to walk through the doors at Apex Cannabis and get a COVID-19 vaccine.
Then on the way out, they'll get to pick 1 free joint to leave with. The founder, Stacy Peterson, says she's excited for this opportunity.
We want to be seen as professional as any other industry, and we are. And to see them be willing to collaborate with us and see if we can generate some good, that's what it's about.
Stacy says not only is a partnership helping out our vaccination rates, but it also helps show her business's professionalism and credibility. Apex
is working with local vaccine clinics to give out both Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson vaccines. The clinic has already given out more than 10,000 vaccines here in Spokane. They say they can give 15 to 20 vaccines per hour at Apex.
The plan is to start having 2 clinics this week. Then Apex says if it goes well, they could have clinics every week through mid-July.
So here's the details for this week. It's happening Thursday from 11:30 to 2:30 and Friday 1 to 4. They do ask that you pre-register, but walk-ins are welcome. You will receive a free joint plus an extra 25% off if you're pre-registered, 15% if you walk in. Still to come this morning on Up with KREM, SPS will vote on boundary changes today.
We know that this decision can impact our community for the next 40 years.
We'll tell you what their decision today could mean for Spokane families.
And what a difference a day makes. Today, sunshine and temps on the rise. We're talking how warm we get as we all look forward to the weekend.
Our team is following breaking news on Upriver Drive. Dive crews located an empty truck in the Spokane River this morning, and now a tow truck is there to pull it out of the water. An investigation is underway now. Officers tell us the truck is empty and it was put there on purpose. We will have updates for you all morning long right here on Up with KREM and inside the KREM 2 app.